So, we've all heard about generative AI, right? We know it can create new content, answer our questions, write emails, but what if it could do more? What if it could go beyond just answering and actually take the next step for us?
Yeah, what if an AI didn't just tell you the answer, but could actually take action on your behalf? That is the incredible promise we're going to explore today. And it's the whole idea behind what we call an AI agent. The really crucial difference here is this shift from an AI that just provides information to one that actually performs an action. It's a huge leap. So let's dig in and see what that actually looks like. Okay, let's start with a situation we're all familiar with. You ask your AI for flight prices. It does its thing, searches the web, and gives you a really helpful list. That's great, but the work isn't finished, is it? You still have to go to the airline's website, punch in your details, and finish the booking yourself. Now, let's contrast that with this. This time, you give a direct command. The AI doesn't just find an answer. It autonomously searches, compares all the prices, picks the best option, and then completes the entire booking process for you. It actually takes action. And this really gets to the heart of it. A chatbot, it operates in this simple question plus answer loop. You ask, it answers. That's it. But an AI agent works on a totally different model. Goal plus action. You give it a goal, and it takes the necessary actions to achieve it. To make this concept really stick, let's use an analogy from the real world that I think makes it super clear. Let's think of it as a digital travel agent. The parallel here is just perfect. In the real world, you give your goal to a human travel agent. With an AI agent, you're the user providing that very same goal. The human agent uses their tools, phone, computer, booking systems. Well, the AI agent uses its tools, digital things like APIs and booking apps. And in both cases, what's the result? The exact same thing. A completed task. You get your booked ticket. So, when you boil it all down, the bottom line is this. An AI agent is basically like a digital worker. You define the objective, and it figures out all the steps and uses whatever tools it needs to get it done. Simple as that. Okay, so now that we've got a handle on what an agent is, let's kind of pull back the curtain and see how it works. What are its core building blocks? It really comes down to three key parts. First up, you've got the goal. That's just your instruction, right? Book the flight. Second, the tools. These are the applications and services it can actually use, like a booking website. And third, and this one is so important, is memory. This is the knowledge the agent can access. So it might remember you always prefer an aisle seat, or could tap into a company database to check your travel budget. It's crucial. And this is how it all comes together. Your goal gets fed into the AI agent. The agent, powered by its big brain, the large language model, then uses its tools and its memory to execute all the necessary steps. And the end result? Your task gets completed, all by itself. But of course, there's a catch. To really understand the agents that exist today, we need to look at two key characteristics. One is a huge strength, and the other, well, it's a pretty significant limitation. So first, they are autonomous. Now, this sounds like a fancy tech word, but it just means they work on their own. You don't have to hold their hand and guide them through every single little step. You just state the final goal, and the agent handles the rest. But, and this is a really, really crucial but, they are also what we call narrow and task-specific. This is a key limitation you absolutely need to be aware of. The best way to think about this is with a simple analogy. A vending machine is fantastic at its one job, right? You press a button, it gives you a snack. It does that task perfectly, but you'd never ask that same machine to cook you a 5-course dinner. An AI agent is similar. Our flight booking agent is an expert at booking flights, but it's not going to check your visa requirements or remind you to pack your bags. It's a specialist. So look, if you take away just one thing from this whole explainer, let it be this. An AI agent is a smart digital assistant that doesn't just talk, it acts. It's all about that shift from conversation to execution. Which, of course, leaves us with a fascinating question. What happens when one of these narrow, specialized agents isn't enough? What if you need multiple, complex tasks done? Well, what happens when these agents start to team up? That, my friends, is the world of Agentic AI. And it's exactly what we're going to explore in our next explainer.